Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor in Paradise, a guy's review. The story that is never ending, the great unfollowing. We've got Pieper, James, and Brendan Morais, and it appears they no longer follow each other. That's right, can you believe this? Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Where's my breaking news? Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Is this really a story? I mean, no. This is modern dating. You follow, you unfollow, and then people go, well, she's still following his grandmother. Well, he's still following her favorite, food truck guy. Who knows? It's like complicated. Are they still together? Are they not? We'll get into all of that. Do me a favor, get your finger on top of that like button. Hit it an odd number of times. Don't forget to subscribe. You might think you are, you're not. Let's get to 50K. Let's do it soon. We'll do a 50K party when we get there. And also, if you want extra content, go over to patreon.com/Dave Neal. I've got private stand-up comedy on there, live streams, and behind-the-scenes info of channel growth, things like that, things I don't share with you guys publicly. And also, we've got a Survivor recap. That's right, folks. I just did my first recap of Survivor. I'm looking for my code over here. Hold on. Here it is. Are you guys ready for this? Here's my Survivor intro music. Are you guys ready? This is a world premiere.
So are you.
Listen to this.
Tribe has spoken.
Tribe has spoken. All right, folks. I found it on YouTube. All right, a little trap remix of the Survivor. Oh, whatever that song is. Okay, it's early. My voice isn't in yet. So anyway, this is it. I got the Survivor recap. Listen, if people don't watch it, I'm just not going to do it again. The tribe has spoken. Either you guys like it or you don't. It got 250 views in the first hour. Normally, Bachelor content gets, maybe 1,000 to 6,000 views in the first hour. So clearly, we're going to have to shift the algorithm to get people to like it. Even if you don't watch the show, it's content. It's me, jibber jabbering. So you might enjoy it. All right, down the list. And of course, what a week it's been. Can you believe this? 500 new people have joined the Dave Neal's community private Facebook group. And to thank you guys for joining, I posted one of my Patreon-only stand-up sets. It's an improv-only set. I posted the link right here on Facebook, so you can go watch that for free. If anyone hasn't joined yet, go there. That's where I post all my show updates. Someone had just posted that they're going to my show tonight in San Diego, so there's going to be a bunch of people there for that. So anyway, that's enough for that. That's where you can go find me, Dave Neal's community on Facebook. And all right, let's get into it. So here's Pieper James. Let's click on her latest photo. She posts this very beautiful photo of her on a boat somewhere, and the description says a singularity, which really doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, sure, singular, single, I'm single, but a singularity doesn't really make sense to me. And people are, wondering are there clues? What's going on in there? What is that? You know what I mean? What's she trying to say? Is she single? So let's go, of course, people check this every day. I always feel like I'm obsessive. I just report on what's already out there. I just kind of comment, I react, but, you can go to someone's followers and it'll show you, you type in a name, and it'll show you if they're following them or not. And it says that Brendan's not following Pieper and that Pieper's not following Brendan. So the question becomes, who did what? Who did the unfollowing? Let's go to the best comments here and read a few. I wonder if they've really broken up or if it's for show. I know a lot of, oh, hold on, we lost it there. Yeah, this is standard operating procedure when it comes to either a breakup, but people are questioning whether or not this is what actually happened. Imagine if Rachel Kirkconnell's advice to her was to pretend to break things off for a few weeks, then get back together after things cool off like she and Matt did. Now, this situation's entirely different than Rachel Kirkconnell and Matt James. This is entirely different situation, so I don't think that's what the case is. Someone says, maybe we should put another statement out to Us Weekly. As we know, that's their kind of go-to places, Us Weekly. This breakup came way sooner than I thought. We have a big post here. People are saying they might be taking the Matt Rachel route and just pretending to be broken up. And now someone just said they were spotted checking into a hotel together in Connecticut a couple days ago. I don't think they're actually broken up. First of all, maybe they did check into a hotel for one last kind of like, I don't know, Survivor moment there before they snuff each other's torches. Is that a term? It is now. Snuff your finger on that like button. I don't know. We'll have to see. Who knows? My friend saw them checking. So here someone says, my friend saw them checking into a hotel in Connecticut together on Sunday. Call me up. Get a photo. What are you doing? It was in New Haven. Why would they be in New Haven? Maybe they went to, what's that? The frog, toadstools? Toads? What's that name of that club? Someone in the comment section will know. I don't know. We don't have much info. We don't really know what's going on there. Bachelor Windmill says, Pieper's master's in marketing told her he was not good for her brand anymore. That's an interesting way to put it. Let me just get this over here. I'm having a hard time. I have a new setup. Go to my Instagram at DNeals and you can see, I'll post a photo of my new setup. I got new lights installed, but now the lights are so bright I can't see the screen on my my thing over here. Jeez, hold on a second. I'm trying to get back to the main page here. 1 second. There it is. Is this it? Is this the one? No, that's not it. There it is. Okay, folks, sorry. Apologies for that. A little bit of a work in progress today here. I have to drive to San Diego in a couple hours for a show. 4 hours to get to San Diego, 2 hours to get back. That's Southern California traffic for you. So someone had mentioned, they said, was this a mutual unfollowing? Did Pieper and Brendan decide they were going to cut ties and unfollow? Or someone also called it a soft unfollowing, or they called it a soft block, which means if Pieper, and again, this is all new to me, so maybe I'm saying this wrong. I feel so old because this is so like petty and juvenile, but this is the way, it's the world we live in. If Pieper were to block Brendan, it would automatically force her to unfollow him and force him to unfollow her. And then she could unblock him. So a soft block, a block and unblock, is a way to wipe the slate clean, which is good to know if you're sick of your ex following you. And so many people had posted, like, what is it a big deal if they've unfollowed each other, but they still follow other people in their circles? So let's get into that. Brendan is still following Pieper's sister and vice versa. I think they're still together. So this is where it gets kind of dodgy. And it's like, obviously, A, who cares? And B, what are we still doing here? And C, watch till the end. So he's down to 241,000. She's at whatever she's at. And he still follows Sierra James, her sister, and Brooklyn James. Is that the Sierra and Brooklyn? Those are, first of all, those are great. Pieper, Sierra, and Brooklyn. Those are great names. Heads up to her mom. All right, so let's read what we have to say here. And of course, we know he got fired from his Nordic Track deal, or maybe he only had a one and done anyway, and they just didn't renew his contract. Who knows? They're basically trying to put as much duct tape on their sinking ship as they can. I wouldn't be surprised if they broke up to save her influencer status. She does have that master's degree in marketing, just like Rachel and Matt. Yes, exactly. So everyone, this is what happens in Bachelor. One person comes up with a theory, and then people regurgitate it a million times. Let's see what else we have here. I feel like this is them unfollowing each other to get us to think they're broken up. I don't know. And then someone said maybe that is what Matt and Rachel actually did. I don't think Matt and Rachel fake broke up. I think they actually broke up. I think he tried to move on from her because of all the heat he was getting and then realized he actually really liked her. It was the type of situation none of us have ever been in, and we could really never know what it feels like to be in it. Federal Bachelor Nation investigation, that's the FBI, which is basically you guys on company time. Somebody's at work. Somebody's paying you to look at Pieper's recently unfollowed, and it cracks me up. If I ever have employees, I'm going to make sure they don't have their cell phones on them, which is why I don't have employees. It's just me, folks. I mean, my sister is still Facebook friends with my ex from a decade ago, and it took me years to unfriend my brother's ex. I don't think this means much. Let me tell you guys something. When I broke up with my ex, and my cousin was still commenting on my ex's Instagram photos, I was irate. I was like, I can't believe, I had to like call my cousin and be like, why are you still, look, you think you can still be friends with her? No, you knew her because of me. I broke up with her, she broke up with me, and I need to get my cousin, my mom, my cousin. I had an uncle who was still following her. I'm like, at two, Bruto? At two? Is nobody, is blood thicker than water or what? Anyway, so good detective work, as they say, and we'll have to see how the rest plays out. Really not much of a story here, although there is a moral issue to the story. This is interesting. What do you think of the guilt by association that is attributed to anyone who is still friendly with Brendan and Pieper post-Paradise, fair or not? I had mentioned early on that I was like, the thing that Brendan did, like, we've all got a friend who's probably like that. We've all got friends that might be good friends to us, but maybe they have a bad relationship with their mom, or whatever the case may be. And everyone says, well, guilty by association. It's like, yeah, but you're friends with your coworkers. You're friends with people that are in your life. It doesn't mean like they're going to be at your best man at your wedding, but we surround ourselves in a thinly knit social circle of vagrants and disgruntled females. And to use Brendan's term here, but we surround ourselves with people that may not be the best people always. And I understand, like, you are, you know, guilty by association to an extent, but like, you should be measured by your closest friends, not all your friends. You know what I mean? I've got friends that are wackadoodles that, like, every time they go to a bar, they try to pick a fight with somebody. Like, they've got their own issues in their head, but like, they're still, I know them to be decent humans, but they're not fully evolved people, okay? So, you know, like we always say, you know, if you live in a glass house, you probably have better lighting for Instagram photos, or however the statement goes. Don't throw stones, I guess, is the statement. All right. As I commented on another post, I don't expect people like Serena C to dump her friend and roommate because of what happened in Paradise, but it costs nothing to just be quiet. I do judge the Instagram comments. Yeah, I mean, because Serena C was, you know, is still friends with Brendan. She posted on his page and whatever, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe Brendan was there for her in a time of need and she's trying to be there for him. I mean, I know that sounds kind of like, but what about Pieper? What about Natasha? Like, I get it. It's complicated. We want everyone to pick sides in every situation on social media. We're like, what do you think about the crisis in you? It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I made a joke making fun of anti-vaxxers on my Twitter, and someone didn't get the joke. They go, wait a second. Are you an anti-vaxxer? And I was like, first of all, no. But second of all, I don't even want to answer that because you're about to judge me based on the next thing you hear about me. And anyway, that's, you know what I mean? It's annoying. It's annoying, but that's how we are. We're tribal. It's your side versus my side. That's how we act, right? How about we're all on the same side? We're all humans, you know? To paraphrase a man who always has to say something and always has something to say, I'm on the same gang stuff with Natasha. If she seems cool with someone now, example given Dr. Joe, I'm cool with them. If she's indifferent, I'm indifferent. I don't need to see a public proclamation one way or another from any of them. And the Neal fashion clique is not my IG scene anyway. Yeah, people were getting mad at Joe for how he reacted to Natasha. Joe reacted the same way Matt James reacted when he knew the show was profiting off of his demise. Joe was like, oh, Joe's a smart guy. Joe's a doctor. Joe goes, my Brendan? And then he gets really quiet and he's like, oh, they put me on this date after Brendan got kicked off the show because I'm best friends with Brendan. And now they put me on a date with Natasha. I see what's going on here. The producers are in the background just cashing, you know, printing checks and counting their money. All right, so we could go all day with this. If they're actively trying to downplay Brendan and Pieper's actions or make excuses for them, then yeah, it's fair to be critical. But if they're being quiet and saying nothing, leave them be. If you're going to judge Brendan and Pieper's friends for being friends with them, then shouldn't you also judge Natasha for being friends with Victoria Fuller and Demi, or anyone who's still cool with Easy, and which is basically all of Tayshia's cast, or judge anyone who's cool with the Oshry sisters? I don't know who they are. That's above my pay grade. I think a lot of these situations aren't totally black and white, but I would absolutely judge anyone who still hangs out with Easy. Easy's a different situation. Of course, we're not going to get into that right now. I think it's naive to think that these people would drop their friends the moment they become the villains. Haven't we all had friends who we love who did something stupid? We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Maybe they called them out in private because they see how much hate Brendan and Pieper are getting and don't want to add to that. Anyway, I think the New York City clique has split. I think it's Pieper, Chelsea, Serena C, whereas Abigail seems to have become closer friends with Natasha and Kit. All right, it's complicated. What are we, back in high school now? Well, I'm on this side. Well, you unfriended me. It's like, listen, do me a favor. Just friend me, okay? Friend me on Facebook, Dave Neal's community. You can like this video, subscribe, the Patreon only, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Oh, and shout out to the $100. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I just can't believe you guys sometimes. I'm literally, on a day-to-day basis, I am literally humbled by all of your generosity. I'll end on this little positive here. But like, you know, I don't get notifications on my Venmo. So like, I'll check it every day or two because I, you know, use it to make purchases. So I'm on my Venmo here. By the way, there's Tasha. She's finally up out of bed. She's been sick all week. Not COVID related. She's got a sinus infection. There's the dog. She's out there grooming the dog. Why do we have a tarp on that thing? Ask me later. So anyway, Harmony, thank you so much. $100 Venmo donation. You blow my mind, guys, for 43,000 subscribers there. And we're quickly growing. So I appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you all for sticking with me. I'll see you guys tonight in San Diego. More shows coming on the horizon. So stick around, join the Facebook community to find out the dates for that. And we'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye now.